could be coming home, lads. It could be bloody coming home for England, that is. But of course, they've got to get past the Ukraine. Don't underestimate, because you know what happens when you do that. That's right, folks, back once again with another 5-minute preview. Looking forward to the Ukraine against England. Euro 2020. It's the last bloody 8, and we'll get to that in just 1 second. If you're new, where have you been, boys? Smash your subscribe button and keep you bang up to date with all things Euro 2020 related, Copa America related, Blackburn Rovers related. We've got it all here under one Rooskies, of course. Bloody Southgate has only got it done it. Got past the Germans to set up what looks to be a easy passage to the bloody final. But standing in the way is Shevchenko, of course, and his boys over in the Ukraine. Of course, we'll talk all about Matt in a minute. Of course, big shout out to the VIPs. They are the patrons. And of course, if you're new, check out the links in the description. Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, and of course, patreon.com/Roversies. So here we go. Let's go into it. 5-minute preview, kicking it all off. Ukraine against England over at the Stadio Olimpico. This is a bigger banana skin than you think, because after this, if England get past this, the semi-final, the final are both in Wembley. Goodness gracious me, it is made for them, but this one's going to prove to be difficult. And I think the semi-final, if they get past this, will also be very, very difficult. So let's not say it's coming home just yet. Anyway, regardless of all that, taking place on the 3rd of July at the Stadio Olimpico over in Rome. It is Ukraine, it is England, it's Shevchenko, it is Southgate. Of course, Shevchenko's boys qualified as Group B winners back in 2019. That was the 14th of October. And they've been the Euros back-to-back, of course. This is actually back-to-back-to-back. 2012, 2016, and now 2020. They're currently ranked in the court, according to FIFA, 24th in the world. Their resume looks like this. They started off with a 3-2 loss, fighting loss though, against the Dutch. They came back from 2-0 behind on that one to go 2-2. Unfortunately, lost in the end. They bounced back with a 2-1 win against the North Macedonians. Of course, unlucky losers against Austria, and of course, the narrow win with a little bit of lady luck on their side. 2-1 win over the Swedes in the round of 16 to go through in extra time, might I add. Of course, quick look at their table. This is how they got there. They did finish 3rd, and of course, they were in that unlucky loser bracket, or lucky loser, should I say. Quick recap of the squad. Of course, the standout superstars has been Yamachuch, and of course, matey boy Yarmolenko as well. But Shinchenko with a zinger last round, giving them the brief. He is a player. He is a player. When you look at the rest of these guys, this guy is a player. Of course, the start 11 for this one with a 4-3-3. Perhaps we got Bushkan between sticks, Malienko, Zabiani, Matveyenko, and Kiriev. Of course, alongside Shinchenko, Shakachenko, Shidrich, Malievsky, Yamachuch, and Yarmolenko as well. Malievsky is also a bit of a player, playing on the books for Atalanta these days. How about England? Of course, Gareth Southgate is your manager, qualified as Group A winners back in November 2019. They've been the Euros 9 times in the past, currently ranked 4th in the world according to FIFA, and this is their resume. Very, very good. Yet to concede a goal. That is massive statistic right there. They have yet to breach the line of defence, but Germany were toothless. We'll talk about that in a minute. They started off with a win against Croatia, drew against Scotland, toothless there, and of course they did beat the Czech Republic 1-0. So far, they came through the qualifying campaign just scoring 2 goals. They doubled that up. They doubled the tally with a 2-0 win over Germany, who were very, very dire. Not Danny Dyer, not Eric Dyer, just bloody German Dyer. Of course, heading into this is the group, of course, recap of it, ousting Croatia, ousting Czech Republic as well. But of course, yeah, not to concede a goal. Recap of the squad here. Standout superstar Sterling getting goals. Of course, Grealish is a bit of a creative genius. You might want to see him start. But of course, last round they played defensively with no real creative influence. They actually started with 3 at the back. But I'm going to go back to the 4-3-3 on this one. Pickford between sticks, Shaw, Stones, Maguire, and Trippier make up your back 4. Rice, Grealish coming in with that. Takes out one of that centre backs, adding in a creative influence in midfield alongside Phillips as well. Saka again starts with Kane and Sterling. Again, you've got creative juices on the. This should be a much more manageable game, and I think we can see a bit more of the creative juices that all the England fans want to see, and maybe a 2 or 3-0 win at the end of it. Of course, the recent records between the two sides since 2004 has been 3 wins for England, 1 win for Ukraine, and 2 draws. The biggest win for England over Ukraine was a 3-0 win. Meanwhile, the one and only win for Ukraine was a 1-0 win. In fact, since those 6 matches, 7 goals have been scored by England over Ukraine, and they've scored 3 in return. 0.5 goals against ratio compared to England's 1.17. Of course, heading into this Ukraine last round was a 0-0 draw in the World Cup qualifiers back in 2013. In fact, you could go back 2012 for the last victory. It was a 1-0 win for England, and also prior to that was a 1-0 win for the Ukraine. So out of the last 4 games, it's been 1 win apiece. Of course, I did put a vote out there. 600 and some of you have put a vote out there. 74% gone with England, 26 have gone with Ukraine. But for me, I am going to go big on this one. I'm going to go with 3 goals in this one, all to England. 3-0 in the end, of course, to set up a semi. This is the bracket right here, right now. Of course, on the left-hand side, it is your tougher opponents, your Belgium, your Italy, your Swiss, and Spain. On this side, much more pleasing to the eye for England. likely to take on the winner of the Czechs and the Danes, of course. And we've got previews of all of those on the channel, so make sure you check them out. But that's it, my friends. That is it. I think England will just about edge it over the Ukraine. Of course, maybe even turn on the afterburners and showcase a bit of talent moving forward. But that's it. What do you think? Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below as we look forward to the Ukraine, England in Rome. But until then, give the video some love and smash your thumbs up, smash your subscribe. Check out the links down below on Twitter, Twitch, Facebook, and Patreon as well if you want to support the channel in another way. That's the best place to do it. But until then, we are done.